Hey guys, it's Lisa here. See my new hairstyle. I love it. I love it. Check it out. It's brown again. I'm not so blonde. This is how it's supposed to be. You want to touch? Yes, you're working. This is how it's supposed to be. Nice and yes. Just showing the blonde. Miranda did a wonderful job as always. Mwah, 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 mwah. Miranda. Supercuts. Love her. So anyway, I'm not. It's not so much a rant, though. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be ranting in between. You guys know how I get. I just go off, and there I am, ranting. So this one, it is a take from Karma, which little voice in my head said it needed a little work, so I've been working on it. But it's going to be free. Just like I told y'all, it's going to be free. If I can figure out how to make it free. Because websites, they're not that free anymore. You can't get a free website. So I would have to actually pay for a website to make it free. Trust me, the little voice in my head has told me to do that. So I might just get back the one we had before. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. So the part that I'm getting ready to tell you guys is it's already been copywritten. And when I say copywritten, I mean that I paid for it. Some people say it doesn't cost anything to copyright shit. Yes, it does. It cost me $150. I got a certificate of proof, copywritten, all that shit. It's got my name on it. It's got the book name on it. And then the edits I do, I have to get it re-copywritten. So see, it's not as cheap as what people would have you think. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So I'm going to tell you about the 9 levels of hell that you create for yourself. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh God, it's a religious thing. Not really. Hear me out. Hear me out. You're going to want to hear this information because no one has ever broken it down for you like this. I didn't really know this. The voice in my head filled me in on all this and how it's supposed to be because, well, kind of like me with my Sims, even though they piss me off, I love them. I want them to flourish. I want them to, achieve something. I want them to go somewhere. That's why I created them. Now, the already made Sims in the game that the creators created, I can't say anything about them. Some of them I don't like. Some of them I'm not very nice to. Let's just put it that way. Yes, yes. You'd be amazed how fat a Sim can get when they eat nothing but ice cream. They can get pretty big. So, let me break it down for you. I'm going to explain what it all means. Then when I'm done, I want you to think of what your number is. Okay? First off, let's remember your limited time on Earth. Oh, and I'm putting this out here so you guys can read it also. Because I don't know about you, but somebody can tell me something. And it'll go in one ear and out the other. Think, what am I going to have for dinner? Maybe I might do that. Do I still have that ingredient in there? I think so. Wait, what did you say? So I'm going to put it down so you can read along with me because I'm not the only one that does that. I know it. A lot of y'all out there have some timers too. So back to what I was saying. First off, remember, your limited time on Earth is your chance to prove you are worthy of either the highest treasures in heaven or the worst of times in hell. How you act within your short time on Earth will dictate your forever after. Believe? Don't believe, but think about it. What if it's true? Hell isn't fire and brimstone. Hell is reforming you by making you suffer for all of those that you did wrong. Those levels are where you live out your hell for eternity. 1 Earth year is one hell day. And that's how long it takes to work off one mark in hell, suffering as your victims did because of you. Or until you work off those marks and prove that you are worthy of something better and pass the test to move on. That's why they call it eternity. Because if you are a serial sinner, it might as well be. The best way to reform someone is to humble them. Now, for those of you still here, moving on to the levels and examples. And remember, moral deeds also have residual effects for the greater good. Okay? It's not just the bad. When you do something good for someone, you make them feel better. You lighten their mood. Like, let's say you look over and you see your neighbor's having a bad day. They just don't want this. You look over and you go, hey, how you doing? Oh my God, where did you get that outfit? I love it. It looks really good on you. Well, they're not so upset anymore. Well, thank you. I got it up at, wherever. I got it online. Oh man, I'm going to have to check that out. Get myself one. Well, you have a good day looking all good like that. Now, that person is feeling better, because think about it. When somebody compliments you, when you're feeling like shit, it makes you feel better. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't know what that means to me. And you walk around with a little bit of a smile on your face until the next person pisses you off. But until then, you're smiling. And when you're smiling and you're happy, you're sharing it. Hi, how you doing? Oh, look at that. That's very nice. I like that. Where did you get it? They pass it on. They pass it on. They really do. They pass it on. So remember, being nice is not a crime. Being nice is a good thing. It really is. Some of you should try it. Smile. And when you're talking, smile, because you can hear that smile. Can you hear this? You can hear it. I'm smiling. But if I'm frowning, you don't hear a smile anymore, because it's kind of hard to tilt my voice up when I'm frowning. So just smile. Now, first level of hell promoted from the second level, or lying, cheating, berating someone, and spiteful acts done, times the number of people, plus the number of residual infractions per person affected, equal the number of marks against your soul to make up for. Now, let's take a slight little pause here. What does that mean? Times the number of people. It means how many people you actually did this to. Residual infractions. This is everyone affected by your action, and their actions taken fall back on you because they wouldn't have happened without your interference or involvement in that situation. Reporters, government officials, social media influencers, TV stations, streaming stations, church leaders, superstars, social justice keyboard warriors, and anyone else who knowingly misled the public, this falls on them too. No one is protected. The number of marks means it's a mark carved into your soul, like a point. Have you ever noticed how the more evil deeds done, the more someone literally turns evil? They have a tainted soul, or are flat out rotten to the core, hellbound with no escape. Before you die, you need to do deeds that do not warrant personal gain, something in your favor, to remove them. Helping family and friends, serving time in jail, or asking for forgiveness from the church does not count. For every action and every residual effect you caused, you need to do something to clear it. There must be restitution. Words don't count. For if you do not, in the hereafter, you will serve that time in hell, living out your victim's sufferings caused by you. Example, you're a reporter. You got your 4 a.m. script notes and realized it's nothing but lies. But let's take into consideration, news is entertainment. That's how they got away with it in the courts. Just like football is entertainment. And they actually pick the winners. They even came out and said that. The reason why the NFL can do that is because they are entertainment. They're not actually a competition. Now, the college football, that's actually a competition. It's kind of like wrestling. Wrestling was entertainment. They were slashing their own foreheads and their arms and shit. Now, there were some, accidents like Bret Hart. Oh man, I loved Bret Hart. He was awesome. And we were watching the pay-per-view the day that he fell. And it was just like, what happened? Why are they? I mean, they just kept talking and talking and talking. And I'm like, where's Bret? I never heard out Bret. What happened? They're talking and talking and talking. And then they say, oh, it looks like he might have gotten hurt. I think they're getting ready to take him out. What do you mean he might have gotten hurt? So, yeah, things happen. But it's entertainment. So, you still do your report. After all, you've got a car payment and mortgage to think about. Spouting it all with outrage. Your reporting and every other reporter out there causes a huge protest. Protesters are blocking the roads, not allowing law-abiding citizens to get through, harassing citizens, acting like they rule the area because there are numbers in stupidity. They wouldn't be that damn brave by themselves, let me just tell you. Because of it, someone lost their job. Soon, they have no money, home, family, way of life, and have turned to a life of crime. This goes against you. Every crime they commit counts as a mark against you as well as them. They kill someone. Now you have 10 times the number of people they kill, plus the residual effects from that, all because you spread lies into the camera. Like a residual effect. Think about this. Let's say that they go out and they kill a doctor. Okay? That doctor was supposed to perform surgery on a woman who was going to actually do big, great things for the world. But she died because the doctor wasn't there to work on her, which he would have saved her. But the replacement did not. He wasn't as good. So now, everything that would have gone in a much better way that didn't is a residual effect on you. You couldn't pay me to be a reporter or a government official. But it doesn't stop there. You also take the residual from any and all actions of the protesters there because of your report. You cause the domino effect by your evil deeds, and every domino that falls due to it bounces back as a mark against you. Sounds crazy, I know, but trust me. I mean, why wouldn't you think that hell would be just that? You living out the evil deeds that you have done times everything that it affected, every person that you ever affected with your harmful ways. Why wouldn't you think that? I mean, brimstone and fire, burning in hell. Sure, it might be hot down there. And you might get stabbed by the demons and whatnot, because, I mean, that's what they're there for. You are actually suffering for your bad things. Crazy thing is, what those idiots don't realize is that the same people giving out the 4 a.m. scripts are the same ones funding the protests. Evil to the core, which is very infectious, which is why there will be no arrests for the ones funding it. You cannot arrest the billionaires who have so much power that no one, and I do mean no one, will think about going after them. Okay? One of them begins with an R. You guys can figure it out. I don't want to taint my soul by mentioning their name. Second level of hell. Promoted from the 3rd level, or you were paid to do the 1st level, which doubles every mark against your soul that you have to make up for. Example, The reporter got paid. The protester got credits. It's now double that number per person per domino effect. Third level of hell. Promoted from the fourth level, or kidnapping, espionage, ballot harvesting, stealing or destroying property, challenging God's work, and encouraging theft, times the number of people, plus the number of residual infractions per person affected, equals the number of marks against your soul to make up times 3. 3 times that number. Now, an example. Challenging God's work. Just like some of you who watch my rants. No, I play Sims. I love Sims. Just like in the Sims game, when I create my Sims, like I said, I put them in there. I want them to be as they are. There would be no gay Sims in my game because I want this couple to make babies. I want this couple to make babies because then they're going to flourish. Now, you may say, oh, but if I have the surgery, then I'm going to be a guy. Okay, you might have the cosmetics of a man. You don't have the mental thoughts of a man. You don't have the inner body of a man. And when you go to hell, you're still going to be a woman. You're going to be a woman. You're going to be treated like a woman. So, sorry, but you're a woman. It's like that one video where the doctor said, yeah, so you're 6 weeks pregnant. And the woman said, well, that can't be true because I'm not a woman, I'm a guy. No, beg to differ. Everything is showing that you are a woman. You've got the parts of a woman and you have a baby in your belly. Well, no, that's impossible. Oh, what kind of bedside manner is this? And that doctor was trying to be sweet as gold. I'd have been like, look, bitch, I don't know who the fuck knocked you in the head with a hammer, but you're pregnant. You got a pussy. You've got the fucking organs inside here to reproduce. So yeah, you might think you're a man or want to be a man living in your fantasy world, but you are a woman and you're going to give birth to a baby or you have to go get it taken care of. Whatever the choice. But don't forget, residual effects. So, when we're playing the game, like I said, I have plans for my Sims. But sometimes they stray from the original plan. Now, I'm not saying they, hook up with their own sex. Some of them have tried to do that, and I just go in and I cheat. Go to the command center and nope. Change that. Nope. Get rid of that trait. Add this trait. And voila, they're back to the way I put them in there. But I might get angry, but I still love my Sims. And that's how God is. He might be angry sometimes, but he still wants to give all of us the benefit of the doubt. Now, some of you are too far gone. You probably couldn't even reach that frequency if you tried, especially if you're out there protesting. You're one of those agitators who goes from place to place to place to place to cause anarchy and shit. Oh, you're going to be in the 9th level of hell for so long, it's going to be hilarious. I kind of wish I could see that. They need to show that on TV. What's happening in hell today? And see how many people are, not having the time of their life. But anyway, so let's say you're a teacher. See, I told you I kind of veer off the track a lot. And you teach half of your class that they need to be a different gender. Every residual effect from your interference with the original plan gains a mark against you for every person targeted and suffering times 3. Okay? 4th level of hell, promoted from the 5th level, or you were paid to do the 3rd level, which doubles the marks against you 6 times that number. Example, you are a paid teacher. That makes it times 6. 5th level of hell, promoted from the 6th level, or causing someone to get hurt, whether intentional or not, times the number of people plus the number of residual infractions per person affected equals the number of points, marks against your soul to make up for it times 5. 5 times that number. Example, same reporter giving out fake news causes anarchy, looting, arson, and injuries. Look around. It's happening again. You know, it's kind of funny. 2020, this happened. And it lasted for a long time. It was like 9 fucking months. 9 months. I keep saying they need to send out the drones and videotape all of them. Make sure you get the face recognition going. Or drop fucking paint on their asses. Permanent paint. You can't get it off your skin. And then all you got to do is arrest the motherfuckers. Anytime you see somebody with paint on them, you're arrested. You're arrested. Now, go ahead and look through the visual, face recognition and see if they were there and arrest them. Because what they're doing is 10 times worse than what the January 6th walk through the Capitol was. 10 times. But because they've got a idiot fucking liberal governor who's trying to hide the fact that he's promoted so much fraud in his state, this is what's going on. This is what's going on. So yeah. Now, each person affected in whatever way carves a mark in your soul 5 times whatever that number is. 6th level of hell, promoted from the 7th level, or you were paid to do the 5th level, which doubles the marks against you 10 times that number. Example, same reporter. You got paid for your evil gains. It's now 10 times that number for certain sins. I mean, you still got to pay attention to the 1st level. You still just got double. And then go from there. The 6th or the 2nd level, you've got, is it 6, I think? I don't feel like going back over it again. But each level of infraction that you caused is double that number. And it's on you. It's on you. All right, now, 7th level of hell, promoted from the 8th level, or physically hurting someone, whether intentional or not, times the number of people plus the number of residual infractions per person affected equals the number of marks against your soul to make up for times 7. 7 times that number. Example, that same reporter. Your horrendous lies have caused multiple people to be injured. It wasn't intentional. You were just doing your job. For each person hurt, as well as the residual ashes, carve a mark in your soul. 8th level of hell, promoted from the 9th level, or you were paid to do the 7th level, which doubles the marks against you. 14 times that number. Example, poor reporter. You got paid 14 times that number. 9th level of hell, the top tier, killing someone, whether intentional or not, times the number of people plus the number of residual infractions per person affected equal the number of points, marks against your soul to make up for times 9. 9 times that number. 18 times that number if you were paid. Example, you get the gist. So see, the whole greed, gluttony, whatever. Now, it's easy to say that we're all full of shit and we don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, I get that. That could be the case. Could be the case. But would you rather live your life doing good things for people, making someone stay a little brighter, versus evil? Because just what if it's right? What if you are paving the way for your long eternity in the 9th level of hell? where you will suffer so much that you won't even begin to know. And you won't know you're in hell. You'll just be endlessly suffering every single day. Oh, I'm sorry. Every single year until you pay it off. I mean, you're going to weigh that? How can you weigh that? There's just like whoosh. There's no way. No way. It's like good, evil. Good, evil. Seriously. You can't. You can't. So I'm going to get this out there. This is like the third one that I've done. This one's better. The other ones I went too much off on a rant and screaming and yelling. It's like, oh, my voice is like this, but I fucking don't know. But yeah. So think about that. Every time you are going to do an evil deed, just remember, somewhere, someone is registering your thoughts. Okay? So your thoughts are being calculated. Because after all, if you think about it here, and you do it 2 weeks later, that's premeditated. Because you already thought about it, but then you did it. 2 weeks later, you finally got up the nerve to do it. So yes, big, 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 big sufferings coming. And I look at all these protests going on everywhere, the magnitude of people, it's like, Jesus. And I told you, everyone keeps saying, arrest the refunder. I mean, the funders. They won't arrest them. For one, they're in a different country. And for another thing, I don't care what you say, some people are just way too powerful to ever see prison. I ain't seen Gates in prison yet, and he's been destroying people's lives for years. Can't wait till he finds out what kind of hell he's in. And the funny thing is, some of these people think, oh, well, I'm going to go to hell and I'm going to rule. I'm going to be Satan's left-hand man or woman. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. It's just like you might be a chosen one on earth to spread the word and do good deeds. And let me tell you, all my friends know, I keep telling them, fuck the church, okay? Here's God, here's the church, okay? Don't go into the church, go to God. You do not need a middleman. All that middleman is going to do is going to keep you busy making promises that you can't keep. Words are just words. Actions. If you want forgiveness, motherfucker, you spend the time and you do the deed to get that forgiveness. Words don't fucking matter at all. At all. So that's my rant. I know some of you were like, woo, yeah, get to your rant. I hope you enjoy this one because I ranted for you. But I didn't scream like I did on the other two. Yeah, they just, not worth it. Wasn't worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one out. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out tonight, but I don't know. I don't know. It's 8:16 now, so it might have to be tomorrow. Got up at 5:30 this morning. 5:30. Yesterday, I was sleeping. And at 4 fucking a.m., I heard the wind knock over my trash can. And I'm like, ah, fuck, it's trash day. So I turned off the alarm first. I ran outside after I got dressed. Picked up the trash can, put it back in place. Tried to make sure it wasn't going to fall over this time. Came back in, turned back on the alarm, and went back to bed. But when I went back to bed, I was like this. No, close. Not close. I could not. I couldn't go to sleep. Couldn't go back to sleep. And that was a work day. I still had to work Thursday. So I got up. Last night I didn't go to bed early either. It was like 11:30. But this morning at 5:30, here goes my eyes. I'm like, oh man, not again. I mean, it was 6 hours. I guess maybe I'm getting back into my routine. Usually I could survive off 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Um, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know. Sam's still here. I know it because when I turned on the kitchen light, because I'm one of those people that leave the light on over the stove all night long. So I tried to turn it on and it didn't come on. So I'm hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. I'm like, Sam, if you're here, come over here and give me your burst of your energy. And kept hitting it. Nothing happened. Then it went, Zoo-doo! Thank you. I'm pretty sure that was Sam. He's in there watching cartoons with the couch crew. They're not the couch crew anymore. They're in a actual stand. So, but anyway, that's my rant. And when I can think of another good one where I'm not so angry that I'm screaming at the camera, I'll get it out to you. Can't talk about what's happening with the protesters and all that because I just scream at the camera and then it's not much as much of a rant as I look like one of those loony liberals screaming at the camera. Why? Why is it like that? Oh my God. So yeah. You guys have a good day and remember, if you get the chance, do good things. Because just saying the slightest little thing to somebody can either set them off or can make them have a wonderful day. And smile when you talk because you can hear the smile in your voice. Try it. Smile and talk, and you won't be able to have an angry tone at all. Versus frown and try it. You can't lift your voice because you're frowning, and it's like an automatic thing. So make someone's day. At the same time, create good karma for yourself. Maybe one of those marks or a couple of those marks will go zip, 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 zip because of the residual good effects. You guys take care. Bye.